First of all, Donny, when a statement comes out and it says Graham Rowntree is left by mutual consent, I think you can gather that that means that he's been sacked. Um, he doesn't strike me as the type of person to go to Munster and say, "Oh, look, I can't take this any further." Like he almost relishes being down and out, nobody giving them a chance, and backs against the wall. Like the sort of character that he is. Like I spent a good bit of time with him, back in '09, and I've had numerous conversations with him since. Like he's a quirky character. We've all seen that in his pre-match, post-match interviews, and sometimes a little too honest for his own good. But you and I both know that's refreshing for the media, like really refreshing instead of just oh well, try and win next week game by game. Like he was calling it how it was about things that were happening during the game, the prop crisis, their standard rugby that have been playing. No, he's coming out and said, that's not good enough. Like we need to take ownership, coaches, players, like that's what you want to hear. So I don't think, in my own opinion, this is a rugby decision. Um, like he won the league 2 years ago. He finished top of the league last year. Yes, they tapered off towards the end of the season last year, and um, we've seen that the results weren't quite at the same level and intensity. The result, first game of the season, was it against Zebre away? This was that sort of igniting some of the fires that would have been spread around at the middle of the end of last season, the Peter O'Mahony nonsense, the unrest in the camp. It seems to have never went away. And then all of a sudden, that result happens, and they get a couple of wins. Then have Leinster away, Stormers away, Sharks away, a fully loaded Sharks team. Like that's three really, really tough games, and like Graham Rowntree would have backed himself absolutely, and the players and the coaching group to get themselves out of this little hole that they're in and get back up the table, find a bit of form, welcome a lot of players back into the squad who are going to be coming back from injuries. And yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? But my own opinion is that this isn't just a rugby decision. And yeah, we know, you and I both know, Dolly, there's been lots of rumors floating around of things that have happened, on the way home from South Africa, or in training, or they're training too much, or we've heard all this nonsense over the last couple of years. So I'm sure the truth will come out, or maybe not, over the next few weeks and months. And yeah, personally, I think he's brought a lot to Munster Rugby. I think all the fans can back that up as well. Listen to different podcasts, different opinions, and one of the interesting ones was, like Rassie Erasmus, double World Cup winning coach, like he couldn't bring the success to Munster. Neither could Johan van Graan, Scott Penny, Axel Foley, a couple of other coaches in there as well. They couldn't do it, and Graham Rowntree did, and he nearly did it back to back. So yeah, I'm sure it's tough on him, but that's the old coaching game now, Donny. A few bad results, and your neck is on the line. And yeah, we wish him all the best, and hopefully we see him back in the URC at some stage coaching. Yeah, you're right. I just wonder, had this happened 12 months ago, would Richie Murphy be coaching Munster? Um, I'd probably say yes. So it would. They had a great young crop of players. Like, yes, I think every other team, even Connacht as well, like we're struggling in Ireland for world class props. You take out Porter and Furlong, like there does seem to be a bit of a drop off, doesn't there, to the next in line. And against the big teams, the huge teams, that Ulster Scrum got obliterated at the weekend once more. But same goes from the Ulster Scrum, So like it's just something in Irish rugby that they're going to have to try and crack over the next couple of years to make sure that when the other two boys move on from the Irish setup, that they have guys that can step in and do a similar job. But like Munster's still a very, very appealing job, Donny. Like it really is. It's a huge club with so much history, so well supported. We know the crowd attendances did drop off for a couple of years, but it did feel like they were coming back again, moving a few games, the Gaelic football ground, and a couple of games down in Cork. And yeah, like the support of that semi-final there against Glasgow last year was class. I was there, I was commentating on the game, working on it. It was unbelievable. Like there wasn't a spare seat in the house. Seen so many former players there, so many pundits that weren't working. They were all there to support Munster. Like they all get behind them. So it's a very attractive job. I'm sure there will be a number of CVs. Will they employ within Prendergast? I know Costello's in there at the minute. Dennis Leamy, Andy Kiriakou. I'm sure they're maybe sitting going, if somebody else does come in, will all they be gone as well? Will they bring in their own coaching group? Say, for example, the Saracens head coach comes in, Mark McCall, and he brings his S&C coach, his forwards coaches. You know what I mean? So, do you really want to change the dynamic that much? There might need to be a complete shake-up, or there might just be a little bit of wiggling around, and Graham Rowntree's now off the pay grade and moving on to new pastures. So, yeah, just to recap there, like it's a really appealing job, an unbelievable club, steeped in history, and if I was in the coaching game, that would be a very, very attractive one to go after. I think it's obviously awesome. New Zealand, South Africa, and Australia, Argentina, Fiji, Portugal, a couple other teams. So much rugby on the TV over the next 6 weeks. I'll be very fortunate to go down and watch some of that rugby down at the Viva. Looking forward to it. I can't wait to see how the boys get on. They're obviously in Portugal at the minute. We've seen videos, and the social media team for Ireland's very good, putting out. I guess last night I was sitting scrolling, and there's Andrew Porter squatting 240 kgs for reps, and I'm just like, what? But that's just it's class, awesome to see. And these boys are really putting in the strength and conditioning work over the next week in Portugal. They'll probably leave Portugal middle of next week, come straight to Dublin, and you're in more or less into light captain's run and into the game. The thing is, New Zealand have got a cracking fixture this weekend against England. If they get a good result, play really well, don't pick up any key injuries, have a nice week's training over in Dublin, recuperate very well, then their sort of confidence is going. Where Ireland are sort of, as you said, they're cool. This is their first game. I'd really prefer to have a Fiji or an Argentina, not a warm-up game, but like a game that you're nearly guaranteed to win at home. Get lots of minutes in, take Tadhg Furlong off after 50, same with Porter, same with a few of the other guys, get a bit of game time in their legs, all to build up towards New Zealand, but they're going to have to go full strength, absolutely full whack. It's interesting as well, the likes of Mac Hansen hasn't played the last couple of weeks. Bundy didn't play a lot of rugby during the start of the season. Robbie Henshaw made his first start of the season there the other night. In the centre, who else? There was one or two others that haven't played that much. Graham Baird hasn't played that much rugby so far this season. Been in and out. They've obviously lost Jack Conan. So does that open the door for Kane Prendergast or Cormac Ezechukwu? Because Peter O'Mahony has played no rugby this season, or very, very little. So yeah, it's we're coming into another internationals where there might be a few more changes on the team sheet than we've maybe seen in the past, and I think that's a good thing. Yes, it's obviously vitally important we get a win against New Zealand on home turf, try and right a few wrongs from the Rugby World Cup, but at the same time it'd be brilliant for 2 or 3 guys who haven't played a team of this level to get an opportunity to see what they're made of. So yeah, hopefully New Zealand get beat by 30 at the weekend, to pick up 10 injuries, and then Ireland hose them the following week. Donnie, that's what I'm trying to say here.